Every bike in my humble collection, as I have a different emotional connection with it, and I get a different emotional feeling when I ride it. But the R1 is unique. You start the bike in the morning, you look at that tachometer, and you look at the throttle, and you look at where the road is going to be open in front of you, and it can take the most mild-mannered person, and some of the people I know, very mild-mannered, they get on an R1, and they turn into devils right away. Well, it is a chilly, cold morning. It's supposed to warm up, maybe even go to 50 degrees today. You never can tell, and I never believe the weathermen anyway. Time to move some bikes around, try to get out on the open road and take advantage of every single riding day we can. And hey, if you're stuck at work and your boss is paying you, come on, take the ride with us. Now, people that follow the videos know what my normal routine is in the morning. I try to get up early with the chickens, with the ducks or whatever. Try to decide what bike I want to ride and have a cup of coffee, get out there, move some bikes around, do my normal pre-flight, and boy, this has paid dividends over the years, and especially in cold weather where you go out there and your tires tend to be a pound or two softer, and if you're not ready for that, when you start getting aggressive, it can bite you. Or you can have a little step out or something the front end of the bike starts to feel spongy. And there's the big thing that makes all this riding possible. Without that, a lot of the fun would be gone. There's the second thing makes it fun. The cookies. Have to have a couple extra cookies, that's for sure. And of course, feeding the birds this time of year, they are hungrier than I am. There is definitely something, and I don't know exactly how to define it, something about the CROSSPLANE, the way it delivers the power, the vibration, the noise, the sound, the smell, whatever it is. You get on the seat of this bike, you head out, and as soon as the road opens up, soon as it is, you look at that throttle and it's waving to you, come on, let's go, let's go. It's like it's got ants in his pants. And the acceleration on the bike, once you accelerate hard a few times, that's all you think about the rest of the day. I know some people with sport bikes love blasting down the main highway in a straight line. I love the back roads in this little riding area that I tend to ride in. And this time of year, that road can be slippery. There's wet leaves everywhere. And the sound of the CROSSPLANE is very unique, very different than a 1, 2, 3, 4 engine. It always sounds like it's not working hard, and that's because there's so much low-end torque and that throttle is so predictable. You don't really have to stream the engine to get it to do anything. And especially when you're riding in under the conditions we are now, cold, wet roads, it's a perfect combination. And of course, riding in any motorcycle, but this one in particular, it's an emotional experience. How does that motorcycle make you feel? Younger, older, faster, slower? It it brings back to me, it brings back a lot of what I had when I was younger, wanting to be a very, very aggressive rider. And maybe now in my late 70s, not so much, but still fun. Lots of fun. And this bike is designed right from the get-go to grab that throttle and hold it wide open. It's designed for that. That's what it's supposed to do. And back in 2009, Yamaha got an awful lot of things right with this bike that make it, just on a day like today, just so much fun to ride. And the back roads really offer you an opportunity to work on your riding skills, especially on slippery roads with a bike with no traction control. But having a radar detector is always important. And as always, there's a reason we have a Valentine radar detector. And here it is in the most stealth spot on a back road where there's no traffic. And you hear the radar going off. You know nothing good can happen here. And without that warning, that might have been a real problem. And that Valentine has saved my bacon so many times. I bet I could buy a new R1 with the money I've saved. And I feel so bad when I hear some of my friends have gotten some really, and I mean really, expensive tickets. So my suggestion is, if you're going to turn into a devil when you get on your bike and start holding that throttle wide open, probably a good idea to have a radar detector. Anyway, it really has saved my bacon so many times. And other people I know, Vince, Jose, that all have radar detectors. With the winter fast approaching, and every day it just seems to get a little bit colder and a little bit colder. Sooner or later we're going to have some really nasty weather, but in the meantime we're still sneaking these rides in one right after another, and I am impressed that we have been able to get these rides in. Now, I know some people don't enjoy riding in the cold weather. Well, yes, I don't know, and some people don't want a radar detector, so I don't know. So I'm amazed how hard it is to figure out what makes some people happy. I can only share with you what makes me happy. And having a bike like this with a good quality radar detector that I can just go out and become a devil, it works for me. And that is one of the things that makes motorcycling such a great sport. You can go out, tear up the roads like you're a young kid again. You can get on your Goldwing and do these 9,000-mile rides like Henry Hawk. You can do wheelies up and down a block like Michelle. You can go on rides up 300, 400, 500-mile rides with Jose on weekends. You can do anything you want. That's what's beautiful about motorcycling. And in the end, the only thing that can get in your way is if you can't figure out that the simple rule: we can all be friends. And I've been blessed to have so many good friends, and some of them are angels, some of them not so much, and some of them really are devils. But now it's time to get back to the cookies, back to the farm, see what Karen's got in the oven. bikes that I have in my humble collection, this is the bike that makes a devil out of me. And I am an angel, believe me. but I always think, what if you're a devil to begin with? Does this make you even more of a devil? I don't know. Listen, the guy's a drag racing in the background. Oh my God. I live out of Drag Street. It's unbelievable. Anyway, I'm going in to have coffee. Hope you're at work or getting paid to watch this video and having a warm cup of coffee. And whether you're an angel or a devil, it doesn't matter. Again, we can still be friends. We can still ride together. We can still enjoy that coffee. And we can still ride through the winter. The winter is well on its way here. And guys, thanks so much for watching and for not being a devil.